afternoon, I'm Natasha from Morgan Language Solutions. In this video, you will learn how to make your lessons engaging and interesting on the theme of Mother's Day. Let's get started. I had a look for all sorts of resources. Now, the good news is you won't need to look for these. You can have a little sneaky look at my download pack online using the link below. I did some research, spent ages, found some good images to use, good text and poems and all sorts. And so I just kind of gave the children a huge choice of things, so it made them have a range of differentiated and personalised activities to work on. So, French Mother's Day is La Fête des Mères. The children had to make a card, so to do that they had to ask for a piece of card. We just give them a small A5, it's just easy then to use A4 paper, cut it in half. And you can also make lovely envelopes. I'll send you the links to the printables if you want to buy some of those templates and save yourselves oodles of time. And also it's a good way to pre-print to and from in French, so the children can get used to reading and what to put where. So on every card you can see they learn more and more what to put where. Children are quite funny, they don't always like to write to and from in French because they don't know if their parents can read it, so one of those things. So they have to ask for some card. And then you can talk about ideas, you can show them samples of cards to use and how to make them. And then it comes, so while you do the chatty bit in the lesson, you do the immersion, telling stories, you set them a quick task of coloriage, colouring. And this is a really cute one I found, Bonne fête, maman. And you ask them questions like, who can find the word for mum on there, for the little ones. Then you ask the older children, what does fête mean, do you think? And they go, fête. When have you seen fête before? A celebration, an event in fête. So it's quite a good conversational point, and then you ask them questions about what they've coloured in, what colours they've used, and where they're going to put this, because they could cut it out and put it on their cards. A really good way, instead of children writing Happy Mother's Day, is to use these little pretty things. Again, I had to spend ages downloading, finding the right ones, making sure the words were simple for children to read. So that's the kind of structural piece. Then we went to the advanced piece for those pupils who've been coming for a long time, they're getting very fluent. Some poetry. Choose for homework the poem you like most. And they're going to have to read that. And I actually asked one of the pupils I put some French words in her homework description and said, choose the poem you like the most and write it on some papier, cut in the shape of un cœur, cut in the shape of a heart. So they have to solve the riddle as to what the homework is, and then get the dictionary out and start translating to get the meanings of what the poem's all about. So I found a nice little font to make a word list and a piece of homework on a card. So it really made them easy to work on. Next comes the preparation of the card. So I prepped the children and said, right, so you have to ask for each item you'd like to use in your, as they do with the glue. So children already know fleur, une fleur s'il vous plaît. So they'll ask for a flower. Make sure the older ones actually perhaps do the offering and the taking. They ask the other children to say the words. They also use more extended vocabulary as well. So you only get one of these children if you actually ask for it. That's how I work it anyway. And it works really well, because the little ones can just wait and watch to see how the other children ask for these things. I've also made some cards to label the objects so that the younger ones can start to read in French, and the older ones can revise as well, really. Go to the shop, see these items all laid out, ask the shopkeeper, an older child or even a younger child, for the items, and the child has to make sure they say the words to get the item. And then they come back to the table, make the card, etc. We have just really simple, less objects is best really. I just used a couple in each class. We have little flowers, different colours are always good. And different, you've got shiny, sparkly. Kids like to know what that means in French and Italian and Spanish. Hearts of different colours, different shapes. This is great for drawing with. If you have a little flower pot and you stick it on your card, the children can then draw flowers or draw the stalks and then put flowers on them. Butterflies, a nice French word to say. Italian is useful as well for pasta. So a good mix between boy and girl stuff really. One tip is to let children use the scissors, let them do everything, let them get stuck in, just we should be safe with health and safety that they're not chopping fingers off, so watch them. But they particularly like these kinds of scissors. As you can see, cutting out these pieces give a really good effect. The children quite enjoy being able to fold their own cards, and if not, they can ask for help and you can ask them to say it in the language that they need to. One top tip is when using glue, the little ones like to squeeze glue everywhere, don't they? So put some glue on the post-it pad and let the children just dab their items on, like so. There we go. On goes. Turns the glue a funny colour too. And you can see the idea, and then ask them to write a message inside to personalise it. It's important to them, and then teach them the words like, here you go, Mum, Happy Mother's Day, I love you. See if they can extend it to as many sentences as possible. You can put pictures inside, any of these different things. So there you have it. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. If you want more inspiration, why not head to the website? The link is down below. And that basically is how to make a Mother's Day lesson fun and engaging. Thanks, come again.